Hello everybody and welcome back to Mark's Allotment. Excuse me, it's a very cold Saturday morning. What would that be, 5th or 6th of January, something like that. Not a lot happening on the plot, so I've just come down to get some leeks, which are there. And turn the camera on. I had to pick some spinach, which has amazingly survived all the cold snaps and the frosts. I mean, yeah, they look a little bit threadbare, etc., but you know, I can get enough out of that for my needs. For turn the camera back on. I'm going to be doing what is it? Chestnut mushrooms with Stilton cheese and pasta. No meat. No meat. And I'm going to have some leek and potato soup for lunch. Anyway, so just a couple of thoughts. Some of you probably may know or may not know, I don't know, but I stopped drinking in September last year, and I've managed to survive Christmas and the New Year without drink, and frankly I haven't missed it. And some wag say, oh, you must have had a boring Christmas and a boring New Year. I said, well, actually, no, I didn't. You know, it was much the same as every New Year and Christmas, except I didn't drink. So, you know, anyway, you know, your life must be sad if to have a good time you've got to have a drink. So, and guess what? On the news this morning, they are now going to target smokers and drinkers in regard to the NHS, because it's costing them, they reckon, about 6 billion, or they could save 6 billion a year by targeting smokers and drinkers, which is great. But what I can't work out is they banned all cigarette adverts on the TV, but yet they still pushing drinks in all its various forms and guises. Now, I'm not saying people can't have a drink, you know, far from it. You know, if you want to have a drink, have a drink. It don't bother me. But ultimately, it's poison. People are poisoning themselves with the alcohol, and you know, and I think I'm right in saying that the majority of the deaths in the UK, certainly I don't know about worldwide, are attributed to alcohol. So, not smoking. And so I don't understand that one. Now, obviously, I'm not stupid. You know, the big companies don't want you to know all this. They want you to drink their products and all the rest of it. And I understand that. It's all about money at the end of the day. And I'm not into conspiracy theories or anything like that. But ultimately, people out there don't give a shit about you or I. They say, no, we want you to drink. We want you to kill yourself. Well, they don't say that, obviously, but you know, they don't care about you or I. They just want to make money. And if people are stupid enough to buy this stuff, then well, it's up to them. I got them, you know. Anyway, so if there's anybody out there who is considering, I know we've had these dry Januaries, dry Octobers, smoke-free Novembers, or whatever bloody things are called. You know, pointless things as far as I'm concerned, because you know, it'll take a long time to get rid of all the effects of all these toxins out of your body. So a month is not going to make much difference. Anyway, except to your bank balance, probably. So, if there's anybody out there who really is considering giving up drinking, then what I suggest, there's a YouTube channel called stopdrinkingexpert.com. I think that's just put stop drinking expert in, that'll bring you up onto the site. And he's got some really good, you know, ideas on it. But he don't pull any punches. He tells you as it is, which is what it should be, really. So I'm not going to preach to you anymore. I'm just going to turn the camera around and a quick scan of the plot as it is. So I might have said, now these Again, these are odd onions that have been left behind and they're coming through, so I'm just going to leave them. Great. a few straggly, scraggy leeks which had been devastated by the leek moth. Still got some good curly kale, which is probably full of whitefly. Oh, maybe not. There's a little bit there, but you know, it's all usable. Now then, under here I've got spring cabbage. Well, I think I have. I've got a funny feeling they've all gone and been ate. So whether I will bother with planting spring cabbage in the future, I may not bother, because frankly, you know, I've got a couple of savoys left there. So if I plant more savoys, then I've got more cabbage available, and it looks like they're still going to last a while. And I don't know if you can see, but I've got little sprouts, not sprouts, but you know, little shoots coming up from the side of these stumps of the old cabbage. So I may be able to harvest some greens off that. And yeah, you know. So as I say, I never do have success with spring cabbage, and I don't know why. And I really don't want to be putting slug pellets down. I really don't, because, well, the hedgehogs don't like them, of course. And so I'm not sure what to do. Probably, yeah, I'll just, you know, I've got enough greens here. They'll be enough for my needs. And should have cut this down in the autumn. All the seeds have dropped now, so I'm going to have fennel popping up everywhere probably. Oh, it doesn't matter. My onions and garlic are looking okay. Few poor specimens of swede, but still usable. I'll do a better job next year, hopefully. I'll have more. As I say, because my wife was ill, I was just rushing to do things as quickly as possible. But anyway, so, and as far as the parsnips are concerned, yes, very. I mean, the tops have died back now, but there's probably still quite a few in there usable. I don't want to dirty my hands. I don't know. So there's. I'll just get the top right. There's one there. Obviously, there's one there. Oh, there might be. They're in there somewhere, and there's some in there as well. So that's enough for my needs. Just 2 of those big tyres. More than enough for my needs, because obviously you're not eating parsnips every day, unless you really like parsnips. Ooh, I thought that was cold. There's ice. Go. And there we are. That's what I like about peat. As soon as you wash your hands, or rinse your hands, it's great. Your hands are clean. But yeah. So for this year now, then I've got to get some broad beans planted. I'm going to wait till next February, next month, before I even think about putting them in. Excuse me. Obviously going to monitor this apple tree that I've rejigged. I'm going to need to trim the stump down a bit more than that. So it'll be, this year it'll put on a bit of a growth spurt, I would imagine, along here. If I get some apples off it, great. And then in the, or I'll leave this one as it is for this year. I'll get a crop off him, and then if that is okay, in the autumn I'll chop him down, and I'll do this a similar project with that one as well, because you can see it's leaning way over now. And anyway, so, and then I'll just put some more fencing along here. Now I use wooden posts here for this purpose, but I've got some metal poles. Let's see, there's one just, well, there's that one that's supposedly supporting that tree, but it's not, obviously. So I'll use one of that post for one end, and there's another post there, metal post, for this end. And I'm sure I got another one somewhere for the middle, and I'll use those for to to hold the wires up, etc. Yes, the bottom plot is decidedly scruffy looking. Anyway, right. So yes. Anyway, so again, I probably won't put anything. Well, unless I actually do something, I probably won't put a film up now until February at the earliest, because that'll be when I put my broad beans in and etc. So we'll see how it goes from there. Anyway, happy New Year to you all, and happy digging. Take care. Bye for now.